3 a.m. in Kyiv as the city is under attack. Day 4 of the campaign. How is the Russia assault going? Here to break down the moves on the ground, Fox News senior strategic analyst General Jack Keane. General, what did we get? What grade would you give the Ukraine military so far?
Well, I give them an A. I mean, you can't win a war without will, and they are definitely demonstrating real steadfastness, determination, and will. I mean, they're up against capabilities and equipment that certainly overmatch them, but there they are, determined and fighting as hard as they possibly can. And your heart goes out to them. And look at what's really going on here. They're fighting for their families. They're fighting for their way of life. They're fighting for their future. And we pray for them.
And usually there's tensions between nations. There was tension between one nation because they decided to elect their leader and leaned west instead of east. That's their sin, and I'm being sarcastic. Let's pull up one map that you wanted to take a look at to give people an idea of what's happening inside that country. And we got arrows coming from 4 sides. Maybe you could bring us through, General. Where's this attack, or where this attack is coming from, and why?
Yeah, well, I had them take a lot of the stuff off the map so we could focus on the scale of this campaign. The Russians, much to my surprise, have selected the most ambitious and complicated campaign plan to collapse this country. And if you look at those 4 hours, those are the avenues of approach that the ground and naval forces are taking to enter the country. Naval forces coming from the south down there where you see the green in Crimea, and the ground attack forces, some of them are down there as well, are starting up north where you see Kyiv, that northern arrow about 12 o'clock, and then going around to the right. Those are all avenues of approach for heavy conventional ground forces. And what's interesting about this, he's doing it simultaneously, which means that each one of those has to have their own air support to provide preparatory fires for the ground forces to make advances. And then each one of them, because they're separated by hundreds of miles,
right,
have to have integrated logistics support. So this is very complicated. I think the reason, although I obviously haven't spoken to them, for selecting this complicated, ambitious campaign plan is because they wanted to collapse the country quickly. So let's do all 4 avenues of approach near simultaneous. That is the objective, with the main effort certainly being going into Kyiv. But what has happened as a result of that? The fact is, there's not a single major population center that is in Russian hands after 3 days of fighting and 4 nights of air campaign, the 5th night being tonight. Second thing, their air campaign that they're running themselves